Join us on an unforgettable journey along Italy's Amalfi coast. We'll start in Sorrento, witness a breathtaking sunrise as we hit the coastline, and cruise the scenic Amalfi Drive. Explore the charming towns of Amalfi and Positano, hike the legendary Path of the Gods, and savor the flavors of the region. This was a great tour, and we have included a link to it in the description. We met our driver in Sorrento, in Piazza della Vittoria, in front of the monument to the Sorrentine fallen of the First World War. While we were waiting, we walked along the terrace, which had magnificent views of the Gulf of Naples and Mount Vesuvius. And while waking up early on vacation was a bit difficult, it was well worth it, as we were able to get to the coast to see a bit of the sunrise over the Tyrrhenian Sea.
Of course, now at this time of the day, the sun is exactly in the front of us. It's a little bit harder to take pictures on direction.
It was quite magical, breaking through the clouds to shimmer against the water and coastline. Needless to say, the drive along the coastline had beautiful vistas. And we learned interesting facts about the sites, including this small island, Gallo Lungo, once a monastery, and now a private residence owned by hotel developer Giovanni Russo. We took our time on the drive, stopping along the way to take pictures. We passed beautiful Positano, as we planned to stop there on the drive back to Sorrento, and paused at an infamous stop on the side of the road to take some video and pictures. Here, we visited Salvatore Milano's notorious fruit stand, which is perhaps the most photographed fruit stand in the world. It is a viral sensation on social media, and Salvatore was super fun. We continued along the coast, passing by the parish church of St. Januarius, in the small fishing town of Priano. At the edge of the coastline, you will find Torre a Mare, an ancient Saracen watchtower. Just past Priano, we find a rock formation called La Madonnina, as it looks like the Virgin Mary holding a bouquet of flowers. The drive continued past the small fishing village of Furori, along the winding Amalfi Drive, and then past Concha dei Marini, another enchanting village nestled in the rocky coastline. Concha dei Marini is home to just a few hundred inhabitants, who live in cottages set directly on the beach or clinging to the cliffs. We also stopped to admire the wonderful natural rocky formations, created along the beautiful Azure Sea. Finally, we reached Amalfi, one of the largest towns on the Amalfi coast. We were dropped off there, near a small fountain across the street from the main square. As Italy's oldest maritime republic, Amalfi is the symbol of the Amalfi coast. We were given about an hour at this stop, to explore the town and get a snack to eat. We crossed the street to get to the main square, which was small and bustling with activity. We took time there to explore the Amalfi Cathedral complex, which included the Cathedral of St. Andrew, with a stunning central nave adorned with Baroque decorations and an intricately painted ceiling. The Cloister of Paradise, a tranquil Moorish-style cloister with a beautiful garden. The Crypt of St. Andrew, which houses the relics of St. Andrew. And the Basilica of the Crucifix, which is now a diocesan museum showcasing religious artifacts. We were also told to try the classic Santa Rosa pastry at the famous pasticceria, Andrea Panza, located right in the main square. We tried that along with a number of other treats. And serendipitously, they were doing a news interview there about the famous pastry. After that, it was a quick half-hour drive up to the entrance of the Path of the Gods in Bomerano, where we embarked on a roughly 2.5-hour hike to the other end in Nocelle, close to Positano. The Path of the Gods is one of the most breathtaking and iconic hiking trails along the Amalfi coast in Italy. From the very start, you are surrounded by beautiful panoramic views that make it a must-see for all nature lovers and hikers. The trail stretches approximately 8 kilometers, or 5 miles, and ascends gently into the mountains, revealing dramatic views of the coastline, the sparkling Mediterranean Sea, and the cliffside towns clinging to the slopes below. The trail is well marked and considered moderate in difficulty, although some parts can be challenging due to steep sections and uneven, rocky terrain. We paused, at the start and along the way, to take in all of the sights and sounds.
יש איך לעבור אותה? אל תעשי משהו מסובך, תמרו. אז אל תרדי לולי. בואי, יהיו עוד דברים בהמשך. לא, אבל תראי את הדרך.
The path of the gods gets its name from a legend told in Homer's Odyssey, that the Greek gods walked this path to save Ulysses from the sirens. There are also stories that criminals and smugglers used this path as a getaway. Regardless, the vistas are stunning. Enjoy the views from the rest of our hike. We found the end of the hike to be the most breathtaking, the path winding down the Sorrentine Peninsula as it stretched out into the sea. And we were able to admire the iconic town of Positano, nestled between the rugged mountains. And that was the town we visited on our way back to Sorrento, after we were picked up at the end of the hike in Noccele. Positano, one of the jewels of the Amalfi coast, is a picturesque village with streets lined with boutiques, art galleries, and cozy cafes. We walked along the picturesque streets toward the famous Spiaggia Grande beach, strolling along winding pathways shaded by pergolas draped in vibrant bougainvillea, wisteria, and vines. The shore area was bustling, and we enjoyed a meal there, before walking down to admire the beach for a bit, ending our tour. We hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, follow, and subscribe.
Cosa lo dico?